Okay. So, of course, all the practice is excellent and important, needed our day-to-day life and precious human life. Once time, all those precious teaching also opportunity. So, Phowa is one of them, and our important and needed. So we will see people sick, people dying, and also, we also someday die. But right now, our the energy can help people as much as I can. So now full moon, new moon is a practice. Power very important. You see there are some people gatherings, die in a group. Some airplane crash or maybe something happen at large. So many places more. Of course, impermanent always, but the more strongly now see the many high lamas, our own Dugung, for example, say His Eminence Ayang Rinpoche, His Eminence Ondu Rinpoche, His Eminence Gyebu Rinpoche, all those great masters pass one by one. Then also you see the His Holiness Dalai Lama's brother also pass away. Those is the very high lamas and also pass. Then also the no name beings and also pass. They're just ordinary people like you and me. So the impermanent is nothing new. Some people, they have opportunity to live for many years. Like here, the one of our Dharma sister, Pasang Richi, her mother-in-law is 103 years old, passed away day before, 2-3 days now. So this kind, once alive, and 100 years or 80 years is the very highest achievement of our life. So for us, we don't know how long, but it's not important how long life, but important is every moment. Try to transform, practice as much as I can. Then the power is whenever needed, whatever you can to share. The teaching is unmistake, become the free from liberate or the fears in a pardo or intermediate state. So that is where we will at least 2 times a year. We need to prayer, So our sanghas also spiritually more experienced in the human level, little bit aging, little bit aging. We need to glass change always some visions. So this is my glasses. So it's the funny things before I go to in Nepal. Apply the real ID license. So I didn't bring my glasses. I forgot the long vision. So the person said test, and now he said you only drive the daylight because I failed. I said I have good glasses, but I didn't bring today. He said no, but the store is different. You can bring next time with the glasses, and then you can make sure test again. So this telling for us, every day is change. It's nothing is a negative side, but just reminding who we are and where we are, our situation. We keep busy in many things. Now sometimes they gives us to that now time to slow down, physically, mentally focus. Same as a practitioner. Before there's so many learning, debate, many things, and then you're getting understanding certain label, and then our teacher said, now you more practice and mindfulness and Mahamudra. You can so many reciting is a wonderful. You can so many circumambulation is a wonderful. But mind is now needed to take good care. Physically part is job done, you were say maybe some old and things like that. So the Phowa is very important, our unbroken lineage. The couple months back in Nepal, when His Holiness keep in the Phowa teaching, there's the big monasteries outside, inside, more than 10,000. You know, people say 15,000, 20,000. I don't know. So many people, you know, they're wishing receive teaching once a lifetime. So that's kind of real. We have all good fortunate. Directly we received His Holiness, His Eminence Garjin Rinpoche, and His Eminence Ayan Rinpoche, and so on and so forth. And we have also opportunity our own twice a month practice. So those we need to rejoicing, you know. If you can get many empowerment is good, but you have certain daily practice also very important. So this is just a summarize and reminding and practice for power related. Okay, now please share the text. Very bright. Tarba da dam je jembe bardo je bara je ba dam je je zo je mahananga da nyambe sem je dam je de wa da de dong da de nyurdu lana me ba ya da gwa zo gwa jan ju rambo to vara jai dola dam vara jive dai ne vara jive ge tarva dai tam je jembe bardo ju vara java dam je je zo je mananga da nyambe samje tam je deva dan de dong da de Nyurdu alana me ba yan dogwa zogwa janju rambat do baraja.
All mother sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and all-knowingness, may they experience happiness and be separated from suffering. I will quickly establish them in the state of the most perfect and precious Buddhahood. Thus, until I achieve enlightenment, I perform virtuous deeds with body, speech, and mind. Until death, I perform virtuous deeds with body, speech, and mind. From now until this time tomorrow, I perform virtuous deeds with body, speech, and mind. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings.
Niren Chatan Nidan Chebe Tanyam Loyne Bore Juru Ji Mahan Nankada Nyambe Simje Damje Dewa Dan Dewe Juda Dembore Jusi Dunga Da Dunga Ge Juda Dewa Juda Dunga Maba Dewa Da Mi Dewa Juji Niren Chatan Nidan Chebe Tanyam Loyne Bore Juru Ji.
May all other sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be separated from the happiness which is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion.
Sabe lama dorje sambaga dorje je jangman jingwe renjen jenja chalu yonso zo.
Above the crown of my head, I visualize a white lotus with a moon disk seat. On this is the syllable hum, which transforms into a Vajra Dorje with a hum in its center. From this hum, light radiates, purifying the obscurations of all beings. The light is offered to all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. The light returns and dissolves into the seed syllable hum. The hum then transforms into Dorje Sempa, who is in essence our own kind root Lama. Dorje Sempa is white in color and holds the Dorje in hand. He sits gracefully in the half-lotus position, wearing silken robes and all the precious ornaments.
Om Benzara Sadu Sabari Vari Dubum Brade Zazawa Om Benzara Sadu Sabari Vari Alage Brade Zazawa Om Benzara Sadu Sabari Vari Gende Brade Zazawa Om Benzara Sadu Sabari Vari Nivude Brade Zazawa Om Benza Sadu Sabariva Shabda Borde Dayeso Dorje Samboy Samboy Dorje Deshe Shekwa Dorje Dambo Gunzu Sain Chante Tana Dorje Lao
Vajrasattva, Mahasattva, the great mind, the embodiment of all the Buddhas, the Samatha Bhadra Dharmakaya. I prostrate to the holder of the Vajra.
Dorseme Dukaranda Dea Dorje Devara Hunda Idea Gorva Dunda Dove Deva Gwanjane Dorje Anzembe Salara Pasare Tata Surundu Ngadenda Sawa Ladam Tele Dizin Shabji Tewan Ledo Dani Ji Zambu Neshu Tejavani Don Oguru Tuga Dawava Dizi Gyum Mede Randu Shitara Togwara Juru.
At Dorje Sempa's heart level is a Dorje on a moon disk. At the center of the Dorje is a hum syllable surrounded by the 100-syllable mantra. The radiating light from the rotating mantra completely purifies the obscurations of all beings, and they become Dorje Sempas. The light returns and dissolves into the mantra of the seed syllable hum. Nectar produced from these syllables flows to the right great toe of Dorje Sempa. It enters the crown of my head, purifying all defilements, illnesses, and obscurations through the pores of the skin and 2 lower openings of my body. These obscurations leave the body in the form of a smoky dark liquid. Then I am filled with nectar and completely purified as crystal. One more time. I and all sentient beings are deluded by our ignorance, have broken the vows. O Lama Dorje Sampa, the protector, holder of the Vajra, Lord of all sentient beings, please protect us. Dorje Sampa is pleased with our prayers and replies, your delusions are now cleared away and you are purified. Dorje Sampa then dissolves into light and is absorbed into myself to the top of my head. I then become Dorje Sampa. Meditate on the union of appearance and emptiness. Through the virtue of this practice may I achieve Dorje Sampa's great realization. To this state may I come to lead every being, not one left behind.
Okay, now golden lineage prayer. There are two. One is a long one. One is a very short one. If we have a short one, then a little bit easier.
The great Maha.
No, this one is the Dorji Changjen Delen Naro Tang Marmita Pupagdu Jidenko. Gajin Sumden Zawe Lama Zagyu Lama Yi Deng Juyun La. So one to so that you change your laws. There are 4 stands or 1 shologa.
In the Guru Yoga Lama?
No, in there are
Yes.
the golden land place, and the Guru Yoga also there are 2. Dorje Jawa Dele Naro Marme Tabo Bodun Jede Gajin Sumde Zawe Lama Jo Zagyu Lama Yidama Juju So one to so da Ju Jinji Lu Dorje Jawa Dele Naro Marme Tabo Bodun Jede Gajin Sumde Zawe Lama Zagyu Lama Yidama Juju La So one to so da Ju Jinji Lu Dorje Jawa Dele Naro Marme Tabo Bodun Jede Gajin Sumde Zawe Lama Zagyu Lama Yidam Chujon La So one to Doju Jinji Lo. True as English.
I supplicate to the great Vajradhara, Talopa, Naropa, Marpa, Milrepa, Gamhopa, Pabandrupa, Jigtan Sungan, to the feet of the root Lama, who possesses the 3 kindnesses, and to all the root and lineage Lamas, Edom deities and Dharma guardians, please permeate my mind with your magnificent blessing. I supplicate to the great Vajradhara, Talopa, Naropa, Marpa, Milarepa, Gampopa, Pabandrupa, Jigtan Sungan, to the feet of the root Lama, who possesses the 3 kindnesses, and to all the root and lineage Lamas, Yidam deities and Dharma guardians, please permeate my mind with your magnificent blessing.
Okay, now the other text.
The history, Lamala?
Yeah. Yeah, I think most of you familiar with the history, the Phowa teaching came from where, how benefit, most you familiar. Otherwise, it is just when reading here, you can more concentrate where they come from, what is the benefit and so forth. Now you can read in the history.
The brief account of these teachings. Generally speaking, when we obtain the precious and complete human body, which has the complete qualities of the leisure and endowments, we should make extensive effort to study, contemplate, and engage in meditation practice of the precious Dharma to attain definite goodness. The reason behind this is that although we have the body of leisure and endowments, the day of life is short. The galloping of the Lord of Death is fast. And the tendency towards laziness and postponing Dharma practices is powerful. If the condition of death comes suddenly by exhausting life heedlessly, there is no place to escape, take refuge, except to go on to the next life. At that time, the wealth which you have accumulated, the loved ones, the cherished body, and so forth, during the experience of death, nothing will help. In such time, the only refuge and protector is the precious holy Dharma. Regarding this precious Dharma, the great compassionate teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha, depending on whether the trainees were of the family of the hearers, solitary realizers, or bodhisattvas, taught 3 types of vehicles. The latter teachings are included in the 2 vehicles, the causal sutra vehicle and the fruition secret mantra vehicle. In the secret mantra vehicle, there are methods to attain enlightenment through the meditation practice of the arising and completion stages. This profound path Phowa instruction is the only method to attain enlightenment forcefully by even a sinful one, in an instant projection without need of a long and diligent meditation practice. There are many marvelous, fascinating Phowa instructions in different Tantra texts of new and old lineages. This is Phowa Jaksukma instructions of transfer to the Pure Land of Dewa Chen, which is included in the terma of ancient secret mantra lineage. The Phowa Jaksukma, the standing blade of grass lineage, is one of the precious Phowa practices. In the 8th century, the Dharma king of Tibet, Chogyal Trisong Desen, invited the great Indian tantric master Guru Padmasambhava to Tibet, and they successfully built the Samye monastery. Guru Padmasambhava ripened the minds of the king and his subjects through the Vajrayana vehicle. During that time, Guru Padmasambhava was residing in Chimpu cave in the vicinity of Samye when an important minister of the king, Nima, had a great tragedy. He had great wealth and power. He had 2 palaces and was bringing many things in and out of storage. He was doing this by the light of a lantern when a small spark caused a fire which instantly burned down the entire palace, tragically killing 13 people, including his parents. All his horses, mules, cattle, and other animals also perished in the fire. Minister Nima, thinking of the respect and honor that others show their parents, felt that he committed the heaviest of sins by causing the deaths of his parents and others. He was tortured with his suffering. The king, desiring to end the suffering of his minister, went to Chimpu cave to request the help of Padmasambhava. Padmasambhava, by miraculous power, went to the Pure Land of Dewa Chen to see Amitabha Buddha. He told Amitabha Buddha about the suffering of Minister Nima and of all sentient beings. He asked Amitabha Buddha to give a special teaching to free them all from suffering. Amitabha Buddha gave the Phowa teaching to Padmasambhava and instructed that it should only be given to Minister Nima for the time being, and sealed so it should not be given to others. Padmasambhava, through miraculous power, then came back to Chimpu cave in Samye and gave the teaching to Minister Nima, who then gave up all worldly activities to practice Phowa. He achieved the signs and realization of Phowa. Through the path of Phowa, Minister Nima's consciousness attained the Pure Land of Dewa Chen. At the time of death, he used the Phowa, and inconceivable marvelous signs appeared, such as rainbows in the sky and relics from his body. Then this text is written on the palm leaf with the blood from the ring finger of Padmasambhava, as the ink and the hair of Yishi Songyal as their pen. It was sealed 7 times and wrapped in waterproof silk and so forth. Then it was hidden under the Black Mandala Lake, which is located behind the East Dagla Gompa Hill. The Naga king, Surana Ratna, asked to be the guardian of this text. He was told by Padmasambhava that the future incarnation of Minister Nima would be Anita Sangye, and that he must give the text to him. Padmasambhava then left to go to the land of the Rakshas in the southwest. After more than 350 years, the incarnation of Minister Nima was born as the son of a shepherd and given the name Nida Sangye. While Nida Sangye was growing up, he looked after the sheep, during which time he felt great compassion and wept tears of sorrow when the lambs and other animals would die. Amitabha Buddha appeared directly to him and said, "O son of a noble family, don't suffer. This is the profound teaching to alleviate your suffering and to benefit all sentient beings." Thus he gave this Phowa teaching. Nida Sangye then gave the Phowa to all the dying animals, and often many miraculous signs appeared, such as rainbows and lights during the day. The Naga king then came to Nida Sangye and told him of the hidden text Dharma. Nida Sangye took the tear from the Black Mandala Lake and first gave the teaching to the Nagas in that lake. Through this teaching, most of the Nagas were liberated from the lower realms and reborn into the temporary high goodness realms. After that, the teaching was given to many human beings and they were established in liberation. This great knowledge holder Turton gave the lineage transmission to Namkha Gyalchen, the great being, the keeper of the teaching. He gave it to the great realized Sanghabhadra. He was not able to find a teacher to hold the lineage. He then received a prophecy from Vajrayogini to give the transmission to Razi Trime Lodro, Ago Trime Lodro, in Panpo. He gave him this transmission. He matured and liberated thousands of disciples through this Phowa. Then he transmitted the lineage to Choje Songye Gyaltsen of Zing Tak To. Then he transmitted this to Lopan Gyaltsen of Manse. He transmitted this lineage to Lodok Posok Namyal, the abbot of Yangrigar Monastery. He gave the lineage to Kunchak Ratna, the fully enlightened one, the first Rikung Kabyang Chatsang, and the great Vijayadhara Dharmakitri, Choki Drakpa, the first Trikung Kabyal Chugsang. These two great beings enriched these profound teachings and made them well known. Since then, this great Phowa teaching has become one of the profound teachings of the Drikung Kagyu lineage. As explained in the Sutra and Tantra, the qualified disciples, with no doubt or hesitation about the Lama or the teachings, experience the Phowa sign, such as opening the Brahma door, becoming unconscious, and so forth, simply by receiving the Lung blessing transmission without even depending on the practice. The signs of this Phowa are experienced by many people, and it is quicker than other Phowas. Because of this, the fame of the magnificent blessing of this great Drikung Phowas remain intact and not exaggerated. These two brothers gave the lineage to Lama Lotro, Tuku, Trinle Nagyal, and so forth. The lineage was transmitted to the present line. This is the brief account of the history of the teachings.
Continue.
The first section, taking refuge and cultivating bodhicitta. In front, in the space above me, is a profound and vast, jeweled throne supported by 8 peacocks, on which is a lotus sun and moon disk, upon which sits the Amitabha Buddha, who is in nature my root Lama. He is red in color, in Nirmanakaya form, wearing the 3 Dharma robes, adorned by the major and minor marks, holding the offering bowl filled with nectar, by his hands in the meditation position, sitting in the Vajra position, radiating light from his body to all directions. He is surrounded by Padmasambhava, Tertanida Tsongye, and all the lineage lamas in the dress of monks. Clearly establish the visualization in this way. I and all sentient beings, from now on, until we achieve the ultimate enlightenment, take refuge in the root Lama Amitabha as the teacher, and take refuge in the instruction and the profound path of Phowa as the actual refuge, and take refuge in all the surrounding lineage lamas as the guide. Thus, in this way, take refuge. Please do not forsake me from your compassionate mind. Then I will attain the state of Buddhahood quickly, for the benefit of all other sentient beings. For that reason, I will receive the instructions and practice the profound path of Phowa, fully liberating through the upper door. With this prayer, cultivate the aspiration and action bodhicitta. This is the preparation, taking refuge, and cultivating bodhicitta. The second part, the actual meditation practice. First, establish the body position. Sit in the Vajra position or the cross-legged position, with the backbone as straight as an arrow. Expand your shoulders. Hold the 2 hands in the equipoise position. Position the neck slightly bent to the front. The eyes gaze in the direction of the nose, the lips and teeth in their natural position. Thus, make the 7th position of Vairocana physically. Then, set the mind in this way. Om Sambhava Shuddha Sarva Dharma Sambhava Shuddha Hum. The conceptual thought, the grasping and fixation on my body, this form of flesh, blood, and bone, I should see as all-pervading emptiness, not existing by nature. Within the state of all-pervading emptiness, I manifest as Vajrayogini, ruby red in color, with 2 faces. The main face is semi-wrathful with 3 eyes, slightly showing the fangs. The hair is knotted loosely behind. I am wearing the 5 dry skulls. The second face, in the right rear, is the face of a grunting sow. The right hand is raised, holding the copper cleaver knife, and the left holds the skull cap filled with blood at the heart level and in the Kadvanga at the shoulder. I am standing on the right leg, which is on the heart of a yellow corpse. The left leg bends and touches the right thigh. I am wearing the 50 freshly severed heads and adorned with red silk and bone ornaments. Visualize vividly clear, but without substance. In the center of my body is the central channel. It is blue outside, red inside, hollow like a tube of paper, red in color like a rose, transparent inside and out like a lamp, straight as a reed. Thus it possesses the 4 characteristics. It is the size of a medium arrow. The upper end is at the crown and the lower at the secret place, 4 fingers below the navel. At the heart level is a joint on which is a 4-petaled red lotus. Upon that sits a red ball, the nature of my consciousness. It is the size of a pea, fresh, light, vibrating, ready to leap, thus clearly visualized this way. Above the opening of my crown is the Amitabha Buddha, the nature of my root lama, red in color, in Nirmanakaya form, wearing the 3 Dharma robes, adorned with the major and minor marks. He is sitting on the precious throne in the Buddha Maitreya position, with his right great toe closing the opening of the crown chakra. He is the nature of wisdom and compassion and radiating light. He is surrounded by all the precious lamas. He is surrounded by all the Phowa lineage lamas. When you chant the name of each of the lineage lamas, strongly supplicate, all you precious lamas, please grant the magnificent blessings. May I successfully practice the profound path of Phowa. Give me the magnificent blessings to be born in Dewa Chen, transferring my consciousness through the crown chakra at the time of death. I pray to the glorious Lama, the embodiment of the 4 Buddha's bodies, the crown jewel of all the entire Takpa Kagyu, the leader of sentient beings, the teacher of the ultimate path, the Lord of compassion, the regent of the Buddha, of peerless kindness, incomparable teacher Vajradhara, great Lord Jagumpa, please hear my prayer. I pray to you, please look upon me with compassion. Please empower me with the blessings. Please grant me the 2 actual accomplishments now. Please bestow the fruit of the effortless establishment of the 2 purposes.
Okay. nanga jenze la sowa de salam phowa jomba jinje nyulam bhava kaju dhava jinje lo dasan dana zava juma dewa jindu jiva jinje lo sanje upa mela jaze Tangten sangam bhara la sovan de sablam phowa jomba jinje Nyulam bhava kaju dhava jinje lo dasan dana zava juma Dewa jindu jivara jinje lo sanje upa mela jaze Pagu dimi lo dhula sawa de salam phowa jambara jinje Nyalam bhava kaju dhava jinje lo dasan dana zava juma Dewa jindu jiva jinje lo sanje upa mela jaze Shuje sanje jinje la sawa de salam phowa jambara jinje Nyulam bhava kaju dhava jinje lo dasan dana zava juma Dewa jindu jiva jinje lo sanje upa mela jaze Sumi madi zanjin la savan de sablam phowa jambara jinje lo nyulam bhava kaju dhava Dasan dana zava juma da dewa jindu jiva jinje Sanje upa mela jaze lo yangzen punzo namje la sovan Sablam phowa jambara jinje lo nyulam bhava kaju dhava jinje Dasan dana zava juma da dewa jindu jiva jinje Sanje upa mela jaze lo kanche namjum punzo la sovan Salam phowa jambara jinje lo nyulam bhava kaju dhava jinje Dasan dana zava juma da dewa jindu jiva jinje Sanje upa mela jaze lo jizan kunjo rana la sowa Salam phowa jambara jinje lo nyulam bhava kaju dhava jinje Dasan dana zava juma da dewa jindu jiva jinje Sanje upa mela jaze lo rinzen chuje rava la sowa Salam phowa jambara jinje lo nyulam bhava kaju dhava jinje Dasan dana zava juma da dewa jindu jiva jinje Sanje upa mela jaze lo kunjo chanle namje la sowa Sablam phowa jambara jinje lo nyulam bhava kaju dhava jinje Dasan dana zava juma da dewa jindu jiva jinje Sanje upa mela jaze lo kunjo chanle samgo la sowa Salam phowa jambara jinje lo nyulam bhava kaju dhava jinje Dasan dana zava juma da dewa jindu jiva jinje Sanje upa mela jaze lo chanle dandu juje la sowa Sablam phowa jambara jinje lo nyulam bhava kaju dhava jinje Dasan dana zava juma da dewa jindu jiva jinje lo sanje upa mela jaze Kunja tenzin rudo la sovan de salam phowa jambara jinje lo nyulam bhava kaju dhava jinje Dasan dana zava juma da dewa jindu jiva jinje Sanje upa mela jaze lo yangzen chuje jinze la sovan Salam phowa jambara jinje lo nyulam bhava kaju dhava jinje Dasan dana zava danje da dewa jindu jiva jinje Sanje upa mela jaze lo tenzin chuje nima la sovan Salam phowa jambara jinje lo nyulam bhava kaju dhava jinje Dasan dana zava juma da dewa jindu jiva jinje Sanje upa mela jaze lo chanda bhame jinze la sovan Salam phowa jambara jinje lo nyulam bhava kaju Tazondana Zavu Jurmada Deva Zindu Jeva Jinja Sanje Ova Mela Chazelo Jidon Dharma Dondala Sova Salam Bhuvan Jumbara Jinjelo Nilam Bhuva Gajundava Jinja Tazondana Zavu Jurmada Deva Zindu Jeva Jinja Sanje Ova Mela Chazelo Donda Sangam Garjin Chanju Ombola Sovand Salam Phowa Jumba Jinja Nilam Bhuva Gajundava Jinjelo Tazondana Zavu Jurmada Deva Zindu Jeva Jinja Sanje Oba Mela Chazelo Jajalo Do Jinzela Sovand Salam Phowa Jumba Jinja Lombove Kajundava Jinjelo Nasandana Zava Jurma Deva Jindu Jiva Jinjelo Sanje Mela Janza Sanje Damben Zijelo Savande Salambo Java Jinjelo Yolombo Kajundava Jinjelo Sanje Mela Janza Jo Tuji Nimala Sovand Salam Phowa Jumbara Jinjelo Nilam Bhava Gajundava Jin Tazondana Zavu Jurmada Deva Zindu Jeva Jinjelo Sanje Mela Janza Ludu Chama Ludu La Sovand Salam Phowa Jumbara Jinjelo Nilam Bhava Gajundava Jin Tazondana Zavu Jurmada Deva Zindu Jeva Jinjelo Sanje Ova Mela Chazelo Ujananda Dojelo Sovat Salam Phowa Jumbara Jinjelo Nilam Bhuva Gajundava Jin Tazondana Zavu Jurmada Deva Zindu Jeva Jinjelo Sanje Ova Mela Chazelo Chijan Kunja Chujala Sovat Salam Phowa Jumbara Jin Nilam Bhava Gajundava Jinjelo Tazondana Zavu Jurmada Deva Zindu Jeva Jin Sanje Ova Mela Chazelo Tenzi Jujelo Tola Savanda Salam Phowa Jumba Jin Nilam Bhava Gajundava Jinjelo Tazondana Zavu Jurmada Deva Zindu Jeva Jin Sanje Ova Mela Chazelo Tenzi Jujelo Tola Savanda Salam Phowa Jumba Jinjelo Nilam Bhava Gajundava Jinjelo Tazondana Zavu Jurmada Deva Zindu Jeva Jin Sanje Ova Mela Chazelo Tenzi Chujin Junela Sovand Salam Phowa Jumba Jinjelo Nilam Bhava Gajundava Jinjelo Tazondana Zavu Jurmada Deva Zindu Jeva Jin Sanje Ova Mela Chazelo Tenzi Zavu Lama La Sovand Salam Phowa Jumba Jinjelo Nilam Bhava Gajundava Jinjelo Tazondana Zavu Jurmada Deva Zindu Jeva Jin Sanje Ova Mela Chazelo. Please share the image for the Buddha Amitabha visualization. Now you see that's the important. So meditation is the key factor any practice, particularly the Phowa practice. So as you see to your left, the Buddha Amitabha is a position sitting like Buddha Maitreya, or maybe someone sit in the cushion or chair. They're holding the baking bowl. Now next is the blue outside, red inside is your represented your own channels. Your consciousness is very light, ready to move. Now you see the with the arrow up the 7 times, each time so 5 inches up, and then Buddha Maitreya at the sit in your crown, looks like your right side, the one lady above the Buddha Amitabha. Exactly, you think Buddha Amitabha crown of you. So Buddha Amitabha said 2 big toe or block your Brahma door because with the hick open the Brahma door. and then they open your consciousness, come out. So not good. So we will, and the consciousness is a size is small, p light is touching to the Buddha. That was big toe. When we use a ka, then it coming down slow, like slow emotion. The lips coming, the tree, they're coming down very slowly, landing in the ground. Similar, this is 7 times, then your consciousness landing into your heart level. The seed is the lotus petal, the 8 lotus petal in multicolor. It's very light, your consciousness ready to move. So that's kind you're transforming. So now the channel is the blue outside, red inside. Consciousness is the red color, the size like small p and very light. So now each time with the hicks 7 times, those 3. First we think meditation clear, look in your front, the Buddha Amitabha. Hic, 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 hic. Go. Hic, 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 hic. Go. Hic, 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 hic. Go. Zong Ma De Zhen Jian La So Wan De Yang Zhen Peng Zuo Nam Jie La So Wan De Ken Zhe Nam Zhong Peng Zuo La So Wan De Zhi Zong Ken Zhou Rat Na La So Wan De Ren Zhen Zhi Ji Zhou Guo La So Wan De Guan Zhou Chen Le Nam Jie La So Wan De Guan Zhou Chen Le Sang Guo La So Wan De Chen Le Dan Zhou Zhi Jie La So Wan De Guan Zhou Den Zhen Zhu Dong La So Wan De Yang Zhen Zhi Ji Jian Zhen La So Wan Den Zhen Zhi Ji Nin Ma La So Wan De Cha Do Be Me Jian Zhen La So Wan De Zhi Zong Da Ma Dong Za La So Wan De Jie Zhang Jiu Hong Bo La So Wan De Zhi Jin Lu Zhu Jian Zhen La So Wan De Ran Zhen Dan Ben Zhi Jian La So Wan De Guan Zhou Du Ji Ni Ma La So Wan De Lu Zhu Qiu Wang Lu Zhu La So Wan De Wu Jin Nan Dan Da Jie La So Wan De Ji Zi Guan Zhou Qi Jia La So Wan De Dan Zi Ju Ji Lu Zhu La So Wan De Tu Dan Xi Wei Lu Zhu La So Wan De Dan Zi Zhi Jin Zhong Ne La So Wan De Zhen Jiang Zhou Wen La Ma La So Wan De Sa Lam Po Wen Zhong Ba Xin Jie La Nian Lam Po Wei Ga Zhen Zhe Ba Da Xin Jie La Na Song De Na Zhe Wo Ju Ma Da De Wa Jian De Jie Wa Jin Jie La San Jie Wa Wa Me La Zhe Zhe Lo. And continue, that's the same as before, visualization. The central channel is the blue outside and the red inside. There is the 72,000 channels, the key important three channels. The most important is the central one. So now this is the exercising through the central channel. So they pass all the yogis and yoginis this kind of practice to open your Brahma door. So likewise, this can open our Brahma door as well. So the most important in your mind, you need clear, meditate. Your above the Buddha Amitabha, what we saw in the front of the TV screen or your phone or tablet. Your back spines need to straight the meditation time, especially this Phowa. Hick, 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 go. Hick, 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 hick. Hic, 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 hic. Now with the Amitayu practice, so the transforming now Buddha Amitayu, when you see the picture, cannot see the color, but you can imagine the Buddha Amitayu's red color holding the longevity of verse, the full of the blessing nectar, the red color. So that kind you're reciting, and the full of the nectar so flow outside the vessel. The vase, then the nectar come to your crown chakra. Also the full of your body, the nectar. This gives you longevity in dedication to all the great masters, whoever you need to operate the offering, aspiration, prayer, longevity. So now there's here saying the Lord Amitayu, the enlightenment, is the subduing the temporary or obstacle arising to taking your life short. So the Buddha Amitayu helps to sort of the extension to your life practice. So we have the history, the Rejung Dorjitagba, the son of the hard son of the Milarepa. Remember, he went in the India bring this text. So this similar Buddha Amitayus, your lungs very extent, and then you practice with the joy, your meaningful, because your longevity is the helping to the sentient beings they need. So that is the precious human life. It's not akin to finding, not easy. There's so many need, cause, and conditions. So this is what we're founding the precious life. This can changing yourself in others. That's where we sort of the request to Buddha Amitayu, please. I'm also accumulating merit with a good bodhicitta motivation to the benefit. So that's where combining your aspiration, your practice bodhicitta and also blessing together. This way extended. Jigdan Jambel Zowo Zowo Men Dome Jewa Molun Jomze Gome Dome Joa Lonje Sanje Zowa Mela Jodelo.
Lord Amitayus, our guide to enlightenment, who guards us from untimely death, protector of the helpless and suffering, Buddha Amitayus, I pray to you.
Namo Bhagavate Abharimeda Ayuranjana Sumbhine Siddha Dandurandaya Tadangataya Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Deyada Om Punya Punya Ma Punya Aparimeda Punya Aparimeda Punya Jana Sambharavajit Om Sarva Sagra Parishuddha Dharma Gana Samogade Sambhavam Vijhude Manaya Parivari Zohai. Om Namo Bhagavate Aparimeda Ayuranjana Sumbhine Siddha Dandurandaya Tadangataya Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Deyada Om Punya Punya Maha Punya Aparimeda Punya Aparimeda Punya Jana Sambharavajit Om Sarva Sagra Parishuddha Dharma Gana Samogade Sambhavam Vijhuddha Manaya Parivari Zoha. One more time. Om Namo Bhagavate Aparimeda Ayuranjana Sumbhine Siddha Dandurandaya Tadangataya Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Tadyada Om Punya Punya Maha Punya Aparimeda Punya Aparimeda Punya Jana Sambharavajit Om Sarva Sagra Parishuddha Dharma Gana Samogade Sambhavam Vijhude Manaya Parivari Zohai. Amarananda Vindaya Sova Om 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 Amarananda Om Amarananda Vindaya Sova 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 Om Amarananda Vindaya So Om Amarananda Vindaya So Om Amarananda
The virtue of this practice may achieve the great realization of Amitayas. To this state may I come to lead every being, not one left behind.
So now you have last night also the prayer request names they have or not?
Yes. Tonight's practice, dedicated to all those who have
Pass away.
recently passed, including Yu Ching Uwan, Chris Ritchie, the deceased and all those in the bardo of a swift and auspicious transition, all those who are sick and recovering, including you, Meow Jennifer, Diane Callahan, Sharita Mason, Josh Day, Craig Stone, Lena Pavanastasio, Harry and Lorraine Mason, as well as all those victims and all those suffering the Swedish school shooting, DC plane crash, the earthquake in Tibet, and the severe wildfires in California. Imaho. In the center is the marvelous Buddha Amitabha of boundless light. On the right side is the Lord of great compassion, and on the left is Vajrapani, the Lord of powerful means. All are surrounded by limitless Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Immeasurable peace and happiness is the blissful pure land of Dewa-chan. When I and all beings pass from samsara, may we be born there without taking samsaric rebirth. May we have the blessing of meeting Amitabha face to face. By the power and blessings of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions, may we attain this aspiration without hindrance. Teyata Pantajriya Awa Bodhanaya Soha.
Okay. le do pema jenze jujo.
Om Svasti, supreme holder of the lineage of the essence and incomparable doctrine of Buddha, light rays of blessings from root and lineage lamas, Yidam deities, holders of the life, empowerment, and others, shower down all supreme and common spiritual attainments. Through the disciplined effort of hearing, contemplating, and meditating, you master the treasury of scriptural and realized teachings, skilled in nurturing disciples with outstanding love and compassion. We pray for the long life of Lama Konchok Sonam.
Sibe Zolen Duan Duvaraju Chanju Samjo Rinpo Maji Panam Jijuru Jiti Boy Nyamba Mi Boy Hane Gandu Bevaraju Lama Kungam Savara Zovan Chadu Guzirin Vara Zovan Tenle Darshin Jivara Zovan Lama dang zhewa me vara jinje lo, jambe bawe jidara jemba, kundu sambu denya de shende de da gunji juzo da lo, kewan de da ra, sanje kuzumu niwe jangla, dang chenye me gyuru denbe jangla, kende me jenduwe jangla, Chidra Jim Olam Devarajo Dadan Kunde Tamji Tusundo Sakba Tang Yuve Geva Tawandi Dadan Samjin Damji Nyurdo Lana Meba Yanda Gwazo Chanjurum Boje Dovarajo Juroje Shejo Gonzo Gunjo Juju and do no law and do and Bajo Dumbos to Boro Shadow to some Gumbans and
In the teachings of the great Chagungpa Ratna Shri, who is omniscient, Lord of the Dharma, Master of interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until the end of samsara. Glorious, holy, venerable, precious, kind root and lineage lamas, nine assemblies of Yidam deities and assemblies of Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Yogins, Yoginis, and Dakinis dwelling in the 10 directions, please hear my prayer. May the virtues collected in the 3 times by myself and all sentient beings in samsara and nirvana, and the innate root of virtue, not result in the 8 worldly concerns, the 4 causes of samsara, or rebirth as a Shravakya or Patekya Buddha. May all other sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me and mine, obstructors who harm, misleading Maras and the hordes of demons, experience happiness, be separated from suffering, and swiftly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. By the power of this vast root of virtue, may I benefit all beings through my body, speech, and mind. May the afflictions of desire, hatred, ignorance, arrogance, and jealousy not arise in my mind. May attachment to fame, reputation, wealth, honor, and concern for this life not arise for even a moment. May my mind stream be moistened by loving kindness, compassion, and bodhicitta, and through that may I become a spiritual master with good qualities equal to the infinity of space. May I gain the supreme attainment of Mahamudra in this very life. May the torment of suffering not arise even at the time of my death. May I not die with negative thoughts. May I not die confused by wrong view. May I not experience an untimely death. May I die joyfully and happily in the great luminosity of the mind as such, in the pervading clarity of Dharmata. May I in any case gain the supreme attainment of Mahamudra at the time of death or in the bardo.
And share the wisdom and courage one.
I rely on you, Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, until I achieve enlightenment. Please grant me enough wisdom and courage to be free from delusion. If I am supposed to get sick, let me get sick and I'll be happy. May this sickness purify my negative karma and the sickness of all sentient beings. If I am supposed to be healed, let all my sickness and confusion be healed and I'll be happy. May all sentient beings be healed and filled with happiness. If I am supposed to die, let me die and I'll be happy. May all the delusion and the causes of suffering of beings die. If I am supposed to live a long life, let me live a long life and I'll be happy. May my life be meaningful in service to sentient beings. If my life is to be cut short, let it be cut short and I'll be happy. May I and all others be free from attachment and aversion.
Thank you, everyone. You have a wonderful evening or good night, and see you tomorrow, or maybe see you Tara practice or other time. Otherwise, good night.
Thank you.
Good night. Many blessings, Lamala.
Thank you.
Lama.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Lama.
Thank
Good
you.
night,
Thank you,
everyone.
Lamala. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.